Oh, by the way, Jim. It's... There we
What?
go.
Can you hear me?
Pepsi.
Tyler,
Yeah, we can.
Oh, okay. Damn, my mute button doesn't work. Oh, well.
And I can do that too. Like,
That's pretty
that
good.
work?
Nice.
hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Shifty Key Podcast. I am Luis, aka Spartan Slot, and today we have.
It's Jim, back again from the dead.
It's TJ, 1023.
It's TDBTyler. Whoop, 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 whoop. Sorry.
What was that?
Nice.
Okay, Jabberjaw.
It was
Calm
like
down.
a siren. I'm excited.
I'm the only one that can do the Zoidberg thing over here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I can't do the Zoidberg thing. I wasn't trying. Oh my god.
Wow.
See, I definitely was thinking about an old cartoon named Jabberjaw, which is kind of like a Scooby-Doo knockoff. And he doesn't make that noise. He goes, nah, nah, nah. Sorry.
Oh, I think I know what cartoon that is. It's a shark, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a shark.
Yeah, here it has a whole different name.
That's a whole different name. What's it there?
It's called Tutubarão. It's like, in rough translation, it will be like shark.
Two shark?
It sounds like a swear word.
Tutubarão or shark?
It does because I think it's Polish, but it sounds similar just because of the syllables to Fafankulo, which basically means fuck your mother or something.
Oh my god.
Something like that.
Oh, wow.
It's very close. It's just syllables.
I imagine you get a lot of use out of that phrase, Tyler.
Oh yeah, I learned that from some friends,
All
and
the time.
I have used it as well.
All the time. Talking about fucking your mother, TJ and I have played some Titanfall this week and have had some frustrating moments. TJ especially last night.
Wait,
Oh,
how is this related to fucking
Yeah.
someone's mother?
Not shit to do with fucking anyone's mother. I was just thinking
wow,
of
that was
insults.
an amazing segue.
Wasn't it?
The best.
Best segue ever.
But yeah, last night in Titanfall, I was getting so pissed off. Towards the end, like playing objective game modes. Like in any game, you get teammates who are just like, yeah, I gotta run around in circles and do nothing. And I'm just dying.
Yeah, he was getting pretty upset. I mean, aside from those last couple games, I mean, we were doing pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I guess nobody else plays here, so they don't have anything to say. But, okay, then.
I mean, I play some games. I'm just limited to my PlayStation 2 for the time being.
Oh, that's no good. Did you find anything on PlayStation 2 that is new and exciting, since they're still making games for it?
I was playing Kingdom Hearts recently, and I thought, nah, fuck that.
God. Go down that rabbit hole.
Don't you have
Well-
an Xbox, Tyler?
I use my brother's one, which is in my hometown, which I will be returning to by the time this podcast comes out. Yes!
Yay!
My uni is over this week. I cannot believe it.
Has he got an Xbox One or a 360?
He's got both.
Both? Oh,
Does he
yeah.
have Titanfall?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Indeed he does.
Then
Playing
we
it.
should play.
I would be fucking terrible at it, but if you want to
Doesn't
play my brother...
It doesn't matter how terrible you are, Tyler. We
Don't
just
worry,
wanna
you can't be
We
any
just want
worse
to play
than my
games and have fun. You can't be worse than TJ. Just pick
Now you
TJ.
kids talking about your advanced games and all that. This week, Mortal Kombat 9 and Injustice with all the DLC
God, 9.
were on sale on Steam.
I can't
And I
believe it's
thought-
at 9.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's what I was thinking. Jeez.
What?
I've never even played Mortal Kombat 1.
I think the last Mortal Kombat game I played a lot of, like, there's been a few that I played, like, a demo of and then just put it away. But the last one that I owned and played the shit out of was Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and then I just haven't been able to get back into it. That was a really good
Armageddon
game.
was awesome.
The last one I played with any significance was Ultimate 3 Ultimate or Ultimate 3, whatever it's called.
Nice one.
But I played it in the damn arcade though. Like I didn't play it on Super Nintendo or anything like that. Like I had Mortal Kombat 2 on the Super Nintendo. And the original Mortal Kombat I was pretty boss at. Old school.
So they were on sale on Steam, and I thought it would be a good idea to buy it. Turns out my laptop cannot run them properly.
Ooh.
Even on the lowest settings, it is laggy as shit.
Did you not look at the system requirements when you downloaded it?
I thought my computer could handle it. Turns out I was wrong.
Jeez, I would love to see if my laptop could handle it.
I want to see what the specs are on it now. Hang on, I gotta look at the system requirements.
But in my defense, I don't understand a lot about computer specs, I must admit. So it's probably like, oh, you need to have a super boss computer in order to run this. And I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that might be doable. So Jen can tell
was
me.
it the complete
when I think
collection?
Mortal Kombat, I don't think Super Boss computer required.
Yeah, me neither. Was it the complete collection that you were looking at? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the complete edition, whatever.
With the K's? Complete collection?
Yeah,
with the K?
it's with the one with Freddy Krueger and Scarlet and stuff.
Cool.
Freddy Krueger and Scarlet and stuff.
Yeah, and stuff. It's like
this game. Well, the most recent Mortal Kombat game here is the one that has it's on the PlayStation. They've got it on PlayStation 4, I think. Maybe it's 3. Because I was playing. I was over at a friend's house a couple weeks ago, and he was playing this. And this definitely looks like a little more advanced.
Yeah, it's the more recent one.
For some reason, when you said it was coming out on Steam and you were trying to get it, I was imagining the old school versions of the games, like what you would get in the arcade, and I'm like,
oh, no,
surely that can't be too hard to install.
Yeah.
I think they sell those on Steam, but doesn't really interest me.
I loved.
Although I'm pretty sure my computer would be able to run those.
Yeah,
I still remember the first time I got Smokey to turn up, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, this is the minimum requirements for the graphics card on this is an NVIDIA GeForce 8800 GTS, which is a fairly, I mean, by modern graphics cards, it's not terrible, but I mean, at the time it came out, that was like the high end of NVIDIA's line, so I mean, it's going to take a little muscle to run, not a whole lot.
Oh, well.
By today's standards. I don't know what this shit means, I'll just buy it and hope for the best.
That may or may not have been what I thought.
What are these numbers and words? Fuck this. Take my money.
Well, it was pretty cheap. Like, I had the money to spare, so I was like, I can try it. It's not like I had to spend $80 on the game.
$20 right now for the US.
And, well, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. After all, how do you get the guy to say toasty during the battle?
Being a badass.
He says toasty? I thought he said whoopsie.
No, he says toasty.
Yeah,
no, it's toasty.
It's not toasty, it's whoopsie.
I'm sure it's toasty.
It's gotta be
This is weird. We've all got different ways of hearing it. I thought you said smoky.
I gotta look this shit up. Hold on.
I'm sure I've seen someone else type it out as toasty on like YouTube, like toasty clips or something, but I always thought he said smoky. Either way, he says two syllables.
Well, I have no idea who you're even talking about.
Basically, in Mortal Kombat, if you are like kicking ass, some dude would just randomly appear on the screen and go toasty for a split second. I laughed earlier because Lewis just linked us to the wiki, and he does in fact say toasty, apparently.
Wow.
Toasty.
It's just the sound designer, apparently. I didn't know that's who he was. He just pops in for a split second and just says toasty and just disappears.
Yeah, so here it says it's an Easter egg that first featured in Mortal Kombat 2. It originated as an inside joke to members of the Mortal Kombat development team, blah, 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 blah. saying toasty when the player performed a particularly vicious uppercut.
I want to know how that became it, because it's clearly an inside joke. You know, like why else would you say toasty for an uppercut? But how the fuck did an uppercut get related to toast in any way?
Because they were just
someone in the office.
Because you were
he was
toasted.
cooking toast. He was cooking toast, and he got uppercutted.
Oh, I do remember Mortal Kombat 4, the toasty 3D, and it's like, what the fuck? he said 3D at the end of it. It's sad.
Wow.
The only like phrase I really know from the Mortal Kombat series is "Get over here."
Yeah, Scorpion.
Yeah, also known as a bitch character.
Well, you don't even know the finish him.
Oh well.
I think
Yeah,
everyone
that's
knows
kind of
that.
a given. KO.
No, that's not Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think that
Is
might
that-
be something like Tekken.
Yeah, or maybe Street Fighter.
Oh. Or maybe the Dead or Alive.
Oh, my favourite one would be if any of you have played Killer Instinct, when you've got like a combo going on for ages, and the narrator in the background just goes hyper combo, and it like echoes for ages.
Hyper combo.
Because you can like, I can't remember like the limit. I swear you could just go on for ages, but there are some clips you can find on YouTube where it would just be like, you know, I can't remember the progression. It's been fucking ages, but it was like good combo, great combo, you know, splendid. And it just goes up, and then he just goes hyper. It's like, oh my god.
Combo
So-
breaker.
Yeah,
I think that's what it
Combo
came
Breaker
from as well.
is from which game? Let's see if you guys know.
I
I
thought
don't
it
know.
was
Killer Instinct. Yep. You can go
So-
combo.
Am I the only one here that
Combo
doesn't
breaker.
play a lot of fighting games?
I haven't played a lot of fighting games in a long fucking
Yeah,
time.
I mean, I usually just button mash it and wait for something to happen.
I mean, technically I've played fighting games if you count like Super Mario Smash Bros. But I don't think too many people would.
Yeah, that would be about the extent of it. And I have played. I'm a little bit of a bitch about it, but when it comes to Dead or Alive, I can do fairly well in that, but only if I'm playing as Kasumi. I can't.
Yeah.
I do shit with everybody else, so I'm
It's
a
like-
little bit of a button masher in that game.
It's like with Tekken Tag Tournament, I was fucking great at that game because I knew all the moves to Ho Wang and Eddie Gordo, and you can't fucking stop those two once they get started. You can air juggle a bitch in that game. It's crazy.
What game?
Tekken.
Tekken,
Or
okay.
Tekken Tag Tournament specifically was the one I was talking about there. I love that game. I destroyed it. But then again, I say I destroy it, but I can probably like go to some sort of tournament where people do this for a living, and you know they
You're
do
gonna
these
win.
fighting games, and they would fuck me up. Like
That
I
was
would be a
really
noob.
Yeah.
I miss good old fashioned fighting games that were 2D with the health bar across the top and shit.
Yeah, the recent.
There's two out there.
Yeah, this recent Mortal Kombat game, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. It's got like a story involved with it, and I only watched the first couple fights, but it was interesting how they like tied in the story into the fights, and then it would go right from a cutscene to seamlessly into a fight.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've been doing
really.
that for a while.
I
I
see,
think-
I'm behind the times.
Mortal Kombat versus the C Universe already had that. Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which was one I had on the PS2. Pretty fucking good game. The story mode makes some elements of like an average 3D adventure game, like beat 'em up style, and then sometimes you'll meet like a bigger opponent, and you would go into the classic combat mode, like health bars and stuff. but you could only play with a single guy called Taven, I guess.
All
Did you
news to
guys?
me.
I might be interrupting it, but did you guys play the I think it was Marvel or DC, I can't remember, but when they kind of did I think it was a crossover with Mortal Kombat, or Mortal Kombat's creators made a game where they were fighting each other and shit like that.
Yeah, Marvel versus DC Universe.
I think.
Mortal
I'm not
Kombat,
quite
not
sure.
Marvel.
I'm trying to remember because I rented the game and now the exact title of the fucking game is escaping me. But it had the fatalities like normal, and it had the Joker in it as well. And I remember they had to keep it clean. They couldn't have blood in it and shit. But I swear Joker outright shoots someone in the face in his fatality off camera.
Joker's fatality is fucking brutal.
It's great. I like it because at first it's like bang, jokey jokey, and then he just goes bang, and it's like, oh my god, just kill someone straight up.
Wow. Yeah, I had to look the game up. I remember it now, seeing the box art for it. But there's combat side has Baraka, Jax, Kano, which Kano is one of my favorites always. Katana, Liu Kang, Raiden, Scorpion, Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn, Sonya Blade, and Sub-Zero. And then the DC side, they have Deathstroke, Lex Luthor, the Joker, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Superman, The Flash, Captain Marvel, Darkseid, Catwoman, and Batman. I mean, is Captain Marvel like a slap in the face to the Marvel Universe? Is that what this is? I mean, he's Shazam, but I mean, we call him Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Wait, did you say they call him Shazam?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why they changed the name from Captain
I don't know. I
Marvel?
have to look it up.
Because I know very limited stuff about Marvel and DC.
He first appeared in Wiz Comics #2. Shazam is the alter ego of Billy Batson, who works as a radio news reporter and was chosen to be champion of good by an ancient wizard, also named Shazam. So, okay then.
Fair enough.
Whenever Billy speaks the word Shazam, he is struck by magic lightning bolt that transforms him into an adult superhero powered with the abilities of 6 archetypal historical figures. Okay, well. So, he's a kid. Apparently, he's not an adult.
Oh yeah, it's a kid.
That's nuts. Speaking of video games, I'm going to randomly segue this. I hope you guys don't mind.
God damn it, Tyler.
Just
So
do
how
it.
about that laser team?
Man,
What's
I
this
am
laser team you speak
excited
of?
about that.
Not superheroes per se, but I know exactly what you're talking about now. I didn't know last night when Julia started freaking out and speaking in not sentences.
Not sentences.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find the Skype that she sent me, but it was a sentence, and then the first half was a sentence, and then the second half was words. And so I didn't understand what she was trying to convey. And then I figured it out this morning, laser team. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I just wish I had, I had a credit card that I could put $6,500 on so I could be the co-producer and have my name on IMDb and stuff.
So, to anyone out there that may be in the dark at the moment and somehow living under a rock and didn't know about this, basically, Rooster Teeth are planning on producing a film called Laser Team, right? And they did is it Indiegogo or Kickstart? I can't remember. Indiegogo. They asked for a little bit of fundraising from their fans on Indiegogo, and I think they've already reached their goal. They wanted the video came out.
650,000, and they had. When I looked this morning, it was like 760,000. So
they already started with stretch goals. Their first stretch goal was to get to 750,000, and at that point, Bernie would restart the Game Time Let's Play series.
6 episodes.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And the next one is for $1 million for the stretch goal. And I don't remember what the reward is for that.
Yeah, I'm on the site.
Oh, no, it's an office tour.
Yeah, it's a new Rooster Teeth office tour. Remember Office Bernie? Yeah. Man, it's gonna be awesome.
I can't believe how quickly it was done, though. Like,
yeah, it was in a little bit over 10 hours. They covered 650 grand. And right now they're sitting at 838, 931 grand.
Basically,
Jesus.
Rooster Teeth
It's nearly a
as a
million.
company has $1 million. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Pretty much.
that is nuts.
It's just lying around, not being put towards anything right now.
There's 29 days left, and I'm pretty sure they'll reach $1 million easily within 29 days.
I
How
hope with
is
this
it-
money. Oh, sorry, Jim, you go first.
I was going to say, how is it at this point, after 11 years, Rooster Teeth is not considered one of the most popular social networking sites? I mean, come on. We're short of $1 million for an Indiegogo project here.
That was only started up a little under a day ago.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say, well, because there are social sites like Twitter and Facebook that aren't focused towards one thing.
Man, fuck them.
Yeah, they're not important. Who needs Facebook nowadays? But apparently
I'm not
everyone
saying
in my uni.
I prefer Rooster Teeth to Facebook.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Rooster
yeah.
Teeth is free to anybody. Like, anybody can join. Unlike when Facebook first started, it was only for college kids. You had to have a college email to sign up. You know, and Facebook didn't hit it big until they were open to everybody, and Rooster Teeth is open to everybody.
Well, the thing is, the reason everybody goes to Rooster Teeth is because they like Rooster Teeth. And, you know, a lot of them, they first join the site because they want to watch the videos like 15 minutes earlier. Then they donate because they want to watch the videos an hour earlier. Then they're like, what is this journal thing? I'm going to write a journal. And then, you know, 5 years later, they're in the middle of the community.
Yeah, there's
Like,
some people
what the
who
fuck?
really enjoy their journals.
Yeah.
And I like the journal system because it's almost like a blog, but it's a blog about, I don't know. It seems different than I mean, Tumblr's mostly pictures, but it can be blogs too, from what I understand. It's better than a character limit that like Facebook or Twitter has.
Yeah.
And you can get to know people. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because I love Red vs. Blue that much.
Yeah, and it's all funny stuff.
Yeah,
Some-
not
most
saying
of
I'm
the
not
time.
biased.
I think I know why you like the journals as well, because it's kind of just the way it's portrayed as journals. Like, you don't get everyone using them as often as tweets, because I've seen people that tweet all the fucking time, and I'm not calling anyone out.
That's
but-
certainly not me.
Yeah, it can be hundreds of messages an hour, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. But with journals, if someone's written out like a long journal or something that I might find insightful from the title, I will pay attention to it, you know, because it seems people actually dedicate some time in the journals, and if people watch me, they've definitely seen some long fucking journals from me. But, you know, I've seen a few long ones from people that are in this room doing the podcast right now, and they're interesting. I find them more interesting than Facebook messages, for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely.
Especially Lewis's.
Definitely.
I put a lot of... No, I'm not going to bring him up, because then I'll start singing that song. But
You
I put a lot of a
bitch.
certain Brazilian artist on his journal sometimes.
Heh.
Anyway, before we get into that, now, why is the movie called Laser Team like laser with a Z?
That's the way the word laser was originally spelled.
That's the way I've always spelt it, and I always thought I spelled
It
it
actually
wrong
has an
when I started
S.
seeing it with the S.
Now it has an S, but when the word was originally created, like in the early 1900s, as part of a sci-fi thing, Z was like, I guess, futuristic looking, so they spelled it with a Z. It's actually an acronym originally. The word
Really?
laser was an acronym for something, yeah. It's
Yeah,
very funny.
like-
Just search it.
Like light, amplified, Zorg,
It's
entertaining.
light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, apparently.
I knew that. You just didn't let
Well.
me finish.
Okay, then.
Tyler,
Thanks,
if you have a
Wiki
link,
Answers.
send it
Oh,
our
yeah,
way.
Wiki
answers.
Yahoo Answers, sorry, my bad.
I wonder if I hope Jeff makes an appearance. You know, because he's Jeff Laser
Yeah.
Ramsey.
Yeah, right.
Oh, please make him the main character. That would be fucking awesome.
I asked Bernie if Jeff would be like one of the characters given his name, and it was on one of his sponsor exclusive journals, but someone answered it, and I couldn't see the answer because then Bernie made it private. So I don't know.
He made the journal private or the answer private?
The journal, because then afterwards he released. There was like a journal saying that, asking people if they would like to see the fundraiser page before its actual release. And afterwards, when they released the actual page, he made the previous journal private, so I couldn't see the answer. By the way, fun fact, if anyone's wondering if my voice is sounding a little weird, I'm sick.
No.
I'm listening to my voice in such a weird manner that it's starting to bug me. But not really. I don't know. Fuck it. I mean, not fuck it.
You can brave through this, man. You know, just get some paracetamol or some other medication that's probably available in Brazil.
Paracetamol?
Deal with that kind of shit.
Good God, what is that?
It's
we have that here.
The UK equivalent, or, you know, Brazilian, everywhere but America equivalent of the... I don't know. I use it for, like, any time I have a cold, even though...
Headaches?
It probably doesn't help. Yeah, it helps with headaches.
Is it a pill or is it a liquid?
It's a small little...
both, I guess.
Yeah, a pill.
It sounds like ibuprofen.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same effect. Here we call it paracetamol, which is like paracetamol or whatever Tyler just said.
Paracetamol? Yeah,
that.
I always have a pack nearby just because there's enough to cover like 4 days, and well, if you're taking them regularly for 4 days, they will clear up any cold, and if they don't, then I recommend going to a doctor, because whatever's wrong with you, if it can't be solved by paracetamol, then there's something else wrong with you.
Oh God, in that case it sounds like tussin.
I don't know what that is, but it might be the equivalent.
It's fucking nasty as hell, but it'll cure just about anything.
What I actually
is it, radiation?
have, it seems like an allergy to dust and stuff, you know?
Oh, man.
The weather is pretty dry, and, well, as I have said before, I live in fucking Tatooine, so sometimes that happens.
Oh, before we get too far off of the laser team topic, I would just like to say, if they can get over 1 million, please let them bring in a celebrity or some other guest to be like a cameo character, or someone that just comes in for a few minutes. You think they're going to be like a supporting role, and then gets killed off in the most shocking way.
I suspect that any real celebrities are going to have like outrageous demands for how much money they want.
Yeah, unless isn't the guy that plays Geordie LaForge on Star Trek and Reading Rainbow, isn't his daughter an Achievement Hunter fan?
Oh, maybe they can get LeVar Burton to do it. You're right.
That'd be hilarious.
That would
especially
be pretty dope.
If he came in wearing the Geordie LaForge visor and he just gets killed off immediately.
Didn't they mention that if they have enough funding, they would try to get like famous people in it?
They didn't say famous people. They just said they were going to, look for talented people, actors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe they were
actors.
Maybe they were sort of implying that, they were looking for talented actors and stuff. So maybe some Rooster Teeth fans that are actually actors are going to try and apply.
I wonder if they need someone who can make a shit impression of the Godfather, or a decent impression of the Yoda.
I wonder if they want like video auditions or if they want like live auditions.
Probably video first and then live, knowing how it works.
I think that'd be funny. Just everybody from the community just sends in a video audition.
Oh my god. It would be carnage.
Yeah, that would be an absolute wreck.
Yeah, like the servers would go down in a few minutes. One thing I was going to say earlier, thinking about it, I probably would prefer it if like the money didn't actually go to like an actor to completely overshadow like Rooster Teeth stuff. Because if they want to be in the film, I want to see like the whole acting cast being people from like Achievement Hunter and stuff, you know?
I'm okay with them hiring like, some good, decent new people.
Yeah.
But I think they said, they're going to mostly use like the talent that they have now, and most of it is going to go into like the screen and stuff like that. Not the screen, but like into the movie.
And I think this is the cleverest thing they've ever done, because not only have they got like almost $1 million now for just simply asking for help, I'm definitely gonna fucking buy like a DVD of this, like no questions asked.
So, do you think it's going to be like a DVD release, or do you think they'll release it on their site?
I think if they're going through all this hassle to try and make a feature-length production, they're gonna have theater releases. They're gonna hopefully distribute it as a DVD. And if they do, they're gonna make a lot of fucking money.
Well, it's probably going to be released as like an indie film first, in like all those indie film festivals that they have.
Yeah.
And then I think it's usually after those that they get picked up by distributors.
It will be the equivalent to what Starbomb managed to do with albums and shit like that. You know?
I don't want to wait till then. I want to get the video as soon as it's available. I want to watch it. I'll donate however much. What's the minimum? Like $35 to donate to get a DVD?
Yeah, but after it actually comes out, then I can imagine they're still going to be trying to sell it.
Yeah, but
I mean, Rooster Teeth has done so much stuff that's digital distribution. I mean, you think about, pretty much everything they do. It's it's all available on the website, and then eventually they make it into a DVD and a Blu-ray. So I would dare say that it's probably very likely you're going to get it on digital somehow, some way. But I'm going to go. I want the signed DVD, and everything is like sold out except for
signed DVD sold out.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the mug, the $150 donation, so I can get that in the T-shirt. I think the hoodie. I forget.
I wish you could donate like the value that you get a bunch of awesome stuff.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna happen anytime soon, sadly.
Yeah.
But I do have a doubt. Do you guys think it will hit the theaters?
That'd be nice. I can see them because of how big they are with the Alamo Roadhouse, probably do local theaters. But I don't know about
I can see why not.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to reach here.
It probably won't. But with the money they're raising, like say if they used all the money they have now, I don't know too much about the business behind it. But I'm sure they'll be able to get maybe get their film in theaters nationwide if they spent all their money now on distributing it to like all the theaters and shit, like Odeon and I don't know what cinemas you have over there. Fuck it.
Well, it's kind of the idea. Well, not the idea. The idea isn't to spend the money they're raising on distribution. The idea is to spend the money they're raising on making a really good movie so that a distributor sees it and it's like, oh, this is going to make us a lot of money. Well, let's get a deal going where we distribute this and, you give us the movie to distribute.
And it goes around a little bit of sharing.
Yeah, and jobs, things like that. Normal things. If it does go national distribution, I'm wondering if like anybody will actually show up, or if it'll be like me alone in a movie theater watching it. Like IMAX 3D laser team, just sitting in a movie theater eating popcorn, got my 3D glasses on.
I mean, they call it a sci-fi fantasy, so I mean, I don't feel like that genre has taken off very well in the past. But I mean, that is what they do best, though.
Yeah. Whether it's considered a good movie by freaking Hollywood critics, I don't care. All I know is that it's from Rooster Teeth and it's going to be awesome.
You can tell, just like this is something that I kind of got mad about when Ruby came out and people started critiquing it, saying, "Oh, it's not that good," the animation on it sometimes is terrible. I'm like, guys, you got to understand. a professional team of like animators didn't make this. Like, you know, this is something that a small production company, well, not a small production company, but what a production company's smaller little section of team has made. You know, sure, they can't run properly. If you've watched Ruby, that was the bit that pissed me off the most, that the run-in cycle. Like, their footsteps never technically touched the floor and shit. But, you know, people would critique it and be like, 2 out of 5 stars because the animation's weird. I'm like, I'm just amazed that this is something that's possible. You know? Fucking... I just can't believe how fiercely some people critiqued it as if it was a professional anime when it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that they kind of did on a whim.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go into the whole debate on whether or not it's an anime or if it's, you know, if it is or if it isn't. I don't care, but I just hate when people go, yeah, but it's not. You wouldn't put it next to Death Note and say it was a good anime, and I'm like, well, no, because Death Note had like funding through the wazoo, millions of animators, and a company that does it for like, well, not millions of animators, but people that professionally do it and do nothing else. Whereas these people have other jobs.
I don't know why you're saying they aren't professional animators. I'm pretty sure they're all professional animators. You know, that's kind of what they have degrees for.
I think I mean like comparing a big production studio and a relatively small one.
Yeah, they're a smaller studio, certainly, but I won't go far enough to say they're not professionals.
I take it back. Yeah, I can see what he means. Like, I'm sure like, they are professionals.
Like compare that entire team of people being professional versus when Monty was a quote unquote amateur animator. And what he did with like the Master Chief versus, you know, Samus and all that stuff.
Oh, his Dead Fantasy shit that I loved.
Yeah,
I nerded out when I saw that Monty was working at Rooster Teeth, and I was like, I know that guy from somewhere.
I didn't even know who it was until I found out that he did the Samus versus Master Chief thing, and I'm like, I saw that years ago. That's amazing.
I was on board with his work as soon as I saw, like, just the entire fight scene from like Final Fantasy and Dead or Alive, which is a pretty one-sided battle sometimes. But yeah, I didn't mean to insult or offend anyone by calling them something that's not a professional animator, but what I meant was they don't create, you know, the equivalent of Japanese animes all the time like people out there do get paid thousands to do. They do other stuff within this production company as well. And, well, you know, depending. But they all had to spread their skills out over multiple things. I didn't mean to offend anyone by not calling them professional animators. I'm sure they are. I felt bad because as soon as TJ said that, I was like, oh yeah, that was a dickheadish thing to say.
Tyler.
Dick.
I'm a dick.
Don't be an asshole.
People know that about me. I'm a dick.
Now, as far as I've heard, you own a dick. You're not necessarily a dick.
You own a dick.
I know plenty of people.
And I'm being literal here because if we're talking about personalities, then yeah, maybe.
I can't wait for something though. The World Cup is starting soon.
That's this Sunday, or I guess last Sunday when this is released.
Sorry,
the World Cup will be starting on the 12th, I believe. I think that's a Thursday.
Next week, actually, yeah, Thursday.
Wow.
I gotta admit, I am hyped.
Meh.
Yeah, soon.
I love how the one Brazilian representative we have here is like, meh.
Dude,
he's been rioting in his country.
Yeah, I mean, it's being a shitstorm here because of that World Cup. Like, we are very disappointed at a bunch of stuff related to that. So it's kind of weird because on the previous World Cups I followed, everyone was hyped. You know, I myself was like, yeah, World Cup. But then after we saw the shit that was going down because of this World Cup here, we're like, you know.
Quick
Like
question.
the government fucked us up, and the stadiums they're building are not like there's been a whole lot of trouble with that.
Quick
But yeah,
question,
go on.
because I've heard similar things from the press in the UK, but it's often them passing on a message from Brazil. I've not actually heard it from someone that actually lives in Brazil, but like...
We don't ride tigers into battle. Next question.
What is the actual government doing that's pissing everyone off? Is it just like a complete waste of money that they're putting like a ton of money into it and shit?
Well, yes, they are wasting a whole lot of money that could be used for other stuff we need desperately. Also, like, the stadiums are being expensive as shit, and they don't need to be that expensive. Like, a lot of the buildings were delayed for no good reason. Some of them started to fall. I think one of them, actually, let's try to focus here, started to fall apart. Like the seats were broken before it was even inaugurated.
They're probably not expensive. They're probably the cheapest stadiums ever built, but the guy's just like putting the money in his pocket saying, sorry guys, this is just going to take more money.
That's what's happening. Like, they don't announce it, but it's pretty much what...
Oh, looks like the seats are broken.
Yeah,
what do you
like,
think I'm going to use for a coat?
How much is this cheap-ass seat? Normally, it would be like, let's say, $5. Oh, wait, did you say 20? Oh, okay, I'll take 50.
It's kind of like the U.S. government buying, like, $50,000 toilet seats.
Yeah. And then you go check it, there are no toilet seats.
The thing is, I can kind of see...
Railgun? I didn't order a railgun, I ordered a toilet seat.
I could definitely see where like Lewis and Brazil, I should say, is coming from, because when England had... Well, I say England, the UK had to host the Olympic Games, we were building these high-tech fancy stadiums over a part of London. We had to move people out of there. But ultimately, we were struggling with debt. And we were like, how the fuck are we supposed to pay for all this? You know, like, we're going to be using these stadiums once, and they're probably going to be forgotten about after that. And we have no money to pay for this.
Just
I feel
turn the
like
stadium...
it's tenfold over there, because they've got, like, 10 stadiums to build.
They should just turn the stadiums into, like, shopping malls or nuclear waste disposal plants. Things that are useful.
I think they did something to the Millennium Dome, and they turned it into like the O2 Arena, which is used for gigs and stuff over here, and musical events and shit, and a mall, I believe, as well. It's actually quite cool.
Yeah, the thing is, we needed that money on education and healthcare.
Oh yeah,
a lot more than we need stadiums. And one of the things that pissed people the most... Sorry, I had to clear your throats again. Some of the, let's say, icons of our football started saying stuff like for people to calm the fuck down, pretty much, and enjoy the World Cup as it is. And so they were saying shit like, and that was Ronaldo and Pelé, saying shit like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, but you guys are demanding hospitals, but a World Cup is not made with hospitals. Well, no shit, you motherfucker. Really?
Is that really what he said?
Yeah, and stuff like, pretty much saying that this is not the time to riot, this is the time to party. Yay!
Yeah, wow, that sounds like...
Healthcare's not here.
That was a dick
Sounds
move.
like
People
Marie
were
Antoinette
really
saying,
pissed.
let them eat cake.
Yeah, pretty much. Thing is, we don't use the guillotine anymore. Not saying that I think people should use it, not saying anything at all, but... yeah, it's pretty much that. So that's partially why people were rioting.
Luis, you can spearhead the new revolution.
Yeah.
Viva la Brazil!
Wait, do I get to be painted by Delacroix with a little bit of boob showing up?
Boob?
I mean,
a little bit of boob.
It's a little boob.
Have you ever seen the painting by Delacroix?
Tasteful side boob.
No, it's all about the under
but that's
boob.
the thing. that's the thing. Like, it would be complicated for Delacroix to show boobs if I'm leading the painting, because I don't have boobs. Huh.
It would be you with like one hand underneath a pec, pushing it up and just showing a little bit.
Excuse me, sir. You don't have
maybe
enough boobs.
just
You're going to need to walk into that McDonald's and not come out for the next 5 hours.
Or maybe a very badly made Photoshop with my user image.
If there is someone out there with the skills, I want to see this now.
Oh god, okay. A sloth with cleavage.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus, no.
Best love ever.
Did y'all watch the sponsor cut for Super Fight?
No.
Yeah.
Not the time yet.
They had a whole thing there about sloths.
It was a sloth made of paper that could clone itself, and every time it cloned itself, the clone would be half as smart as the previous one.
Oh, that's why Barbara tweeted something at Gus saying that Gus said that the sloth would not win the fight, and Barbara told him to fuck off or something.
Yeah, no.
And someone tagged me in it and was like, "So, think you have a chance?" And I just tweeted back, a hi, like HAY, hi girl.
Wow.
Oh man, I might have blown my chance. Shit.
Hey, it's not
blown your chance or blown your load.
Oh, it's hey.
Calm down, Luis.
Hey girl.
Damn. Hey girl.
Smooth as fuck.
Are you darn?
Oh my god.
Hey girl.
Smooth.
Wow.
Real smooth. I think I'm
as Tyler would put it, suave.
Suave as fuck.
Suave as fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna call bullshit. That the bull would have absolutely beaten a clone army of paper sloths that are so stupid they can barely move.
Yeah, fuck
They
that.
can't even move fast.
That's polite.
Fuck that. The sloth is gonna win.
No way.
It would just
No
replicate. It would just
fucking way.
clone itself until it suffocated the bull under an
this
ocean of
before the
sloth.
They would never catch the bull because they don't fucking move that fast.
So what's the bull gonna do?
Me?
Is the bull just gonna stand outside the giant, ever-growing mountain of sloths and just shoot bullets at it?
Yeah, you can just walk away forever. Just walk away forever and shoot it. It's fine.
They would at least suffocate him with the amount of sloths on the bull. Yes.
Okay,
They
I
would
think
holy
it would be a
shit.
draw at least. It's a draw
No.
because the bull can't kill the sloths. Sloths can't kill the bull. Bull doesn't win. Because-
They're made out of paper. They're not alive in the first damn place.
That sounds like communist talk, TJ.
It does sound like
I'm
communism.
defending your species, Luis, and you're doing this to me.
No, you're
Don't
not
don't make me
defending.
call my communist brothers on you.
You are proposing that we live in peace with bulls, while I defend the supremacy of Slavs. You fucking red.
That sounds like elitism.
You fucking red, Jesus. I was going to say that TJ, you're
Fuck
you're
you.
the
I'm
kind of
JFK.
guy
I have
who-
mutant powers.
I was going to say you're the guy who gives trophies to the losers, aren't you? You participation
that.
trophies.
Fuck those
God,
guys.
at least. Wait.
They want a trophy, they can take it from me, from my cold dead hands. Well, maybe not dead, but by
cold
holding in the
hands.
freezer. For
My cold hands.
Just like cold hands because the weather's cold.
My mildly chilly hands.
My moderately cold hands.
They'll take it from my sweaty hands. Oh my god.
You just made it weird.
Yeah, I think as soon as I said hands like that, I was like, oh god, no.
Hands.
Hands. Oh no. Yuck.
Ha.
Tyler kills the
I won.
conversation.
Yes.
God damn it, Taylor.
So,
Yes.
you said, or Jim, you said you wanted to find an online version of Super Fight. Have you found one yet?
No, I have not. But dear Lord, that would be the next Pretenders Izzy game that we'll all play. So if anybody can find it, y'all go ahead and let me know.
Please link it to us.
Yeah.
Please send it to Jim
hours doing
Surbeck.
that. Yeah, Jim _.
And don't
Surbeck.
forget to send Tyler your dick prints.
Dick prints? Like, you're gonna send them in the mail? It's like,
I mean,
oh, no.
put your address out there. You should give out your uni address after you leave uni.
Oh,
Just to cause havoc to somebody who's living in your dorm after you leave.
I mean,
I love it. It's a great idea.
I don't know, because I can imagine some people will send me, like, just silly things or not even send me anything, but I can imagine someone might send, like, an envelope with just, like, a dog turd in it one day, and it'll be like someone else's important letters are in there as well. I wouldn't want to get, like, the other person that's going to be taking over my mailbox.
So somebody's going to get a picture signed of some really smoking hot naked girl saying, "Love you, Tyler," and he's going to go, "Well, I'm not Tyler, but I'm keeping this picture."
Wait, who would send me something like that?
I don't know. Maybe you got a secret admirer.
Obviously.
The weird part is that it's a girl sending Tyler dick prints.
That would be the best. No, it wouldn't.
Tyler!
No, it wouldn't. I take it back immediately.
Tyler! I don't know how you thought that might be funny.
No. I was joking, and then I realized it's
As
something
Admiral
really
Akbar
bad.
once said, "It's a trap!"
Yeah, it is a
It
trap.
would be
Don't
a trap.
do that.
Shameful.
At that point, is it a man with boobs? Or is it a woman with a dick?
Oh, let's not go into theology.
How?
Yeah,
I wouldn't know where to begin.
Okay.
As long as you're a person, you're fine with me.
You find me.
No,
As long
I
as you're a
said you're
person,
fine
send
with
Tyler
me.
dick prints.
Oh. Alright, and so all of our transitional gender audience members, go ahead and send your nude pictures to Tyler, because you're fine with it.
No! I mean, nothing against transgender people, but fucking hell. How do I dig myself into holes like this?
I think
You know
I
what,
dug you
Tyler,
into
You're
this
just
hole.
digging yourself a deeper
But
and deeper hole,
dicks.
Tyler.
With... Yeah,
I don't...
What?
I don't care, transgender or whatever, or, lesbian, bisexual, gay, straight, who cares, male or female, I don't mind. As a person, you are awesome. But if you send me any nude pictures of yourself, the respect level drops, okay?
So send Tyler goat
Depends.
pictures, especially if they're
So
bad.
if you're a girl, Tyler will not respect you if you send him nude pictures.
Well... Really?
Wow, Tyler. That was harsh.
I don't respect anybody who sends me nude pictures. Unless you're a girl. Then
Unless
maybe.
I know you, and you're on that kind of relationship level with me, and I'm cool with it, and I know who you are.
What
and
sort
it's
of
not...
relationship level is that?
Right?
Where
If
you
I'm
know
dating
someone.
them,
But a webcam girl?
I mean, yeah, that's one of them, but anything below that.
If I throw
What
money in your
exactly
thong,
is that?
we're on that level.
If I throw money in your thong.
if I at least know your name. No, that's not... No.
Didn't say your real name. Take note.
You
If
know,
I said
you know
hi
Hillary
to you on
Clinton's
the
name,
street,
right?
then that's what Tyler means.
God damn, this is just bad.
You know Hillary Clinton's name, right?
Oh, no, just... No. I don't want to
Are you
imagine any nude pictures of any people. We got that off our chests, everyone. I made myself somehow turn out to be a massive dickhead in this podcast.
Just a reminder, gold pictures, Tyler's address. Go.
They need my address
Go
first.
pictures.
Bad
Or his
pictures.
RT address, you can just link it.
RT
I'm
address.
sure there's laws against it. Or, like, Rooster Teeth would just stop shit from being sent to me if that was the case.
I don't think they would care. It's just goat pictures.
They
wrong
would
with that?
care if it escalated.
If everybody on the internet started sending you goat pictures, then I think they would care.
No, like,
But
if
only
I
because
meant,
of
like,
the traffic.
if the pictures changed in topic, if you know what I mean. Like...
Goats
knowing
wearing
Lewis-
boots?
Knowing Lewis, it would go from
I don't know, wait.
goats to lizards to... And then we're fucked from that point on.
I think they would be
butter
under the
lollipop lizards
privacy or
outside.
policy. Whatever happens in a personal message is your business.
Oh, a personal message, that's fine, because I can just choose to ignore it. But if it's something like one of those comments that you can actually read, then it's like, oh dear. Oh no.
Well, yeah, at that point, they're just like, downvote.
I would upvote them. I don't know about other people.
Somebody put this really long, which I thought it was meant to be funny, this really long little tirade when Bernie was asking for insults. And
Oh, yeah.
somebody just fucking got like disliked so much, and it was like, I thought it was supposed to be funny. Like, don't people get that? Like, was it not funny? I wish I had it so I could link it, but it was on one of the I think it was on like page 6 of the insults. But
Wait, did he just put like Bernie, you're a dick? And
no, he put this
jokingly.
like thing up there, and it was like it was a little tirade about how he finds Bernie to be physically unattractive, and his voice is very grating, and if he ever leaves the Rooster Teeth podcast, he might consider coming back. And that Carrie, despite how terrible Carrie is still better than Bernie. And it's like, I thought it was meant to be funny, but he got downvoted for it. And it was like, wow, like,
Did
people do that
look at
still?
the first message?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
but I did see some people being like really hard. I think they missed the point that it was supposed to be funny insults.
Oh yeah, if they
Well-
go too far, then yeah, that's
Well, I
bad.
didn't
But the
think
other
this
one
guy
didn't
was
sound
too
that
far.
bad.
Nah,
I
it
thought,
wasn't something.
I thought Bernie was literally asking for it. Like, didn't he say don't hold back? I mean, if you're asking the internet, you're kind of ready for anything.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't think
Bernie
he
handle
would
it.
have. Yeah, I don't think he would have like gone to bed crying because this guy posted a tirade about how unattractive he was, especially something like that. Nobody's gonna say that and mean it.
Yeah. I can't imagine Bernie
Well, I
going,
mean, some people might,
nobody on the internet called me a failure on my own website. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, like, there are some really personal kind of things.
Oh yeah, like if
Like, I know
if they're
someone
bringing up shit, then
mentioned
bad.
his divorce or something.
Okay,
and
that's.
was kinda,
I think that's
kind of a
probably the
dick.
line.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, that's...
But
Yeah.
in defense of those comments, in a way, like I'm not defending those comments. Actually, that's something stupid to say. But if he says no holds barred to say anything, then
Yeah, some people might take that
some
to
people
heart.
are going to push
Yeah.
the line.
I mean, it's kind of the thing of that, you know, if Bernie says, you know, don't hold back, say whatever you want, somebody's going to go, well, I have an incredibly offensive sense of humor, so I'm just going to push it as far as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, if Bernie
the
asks
internet.
It's
for
the
it,
internet, after all.
yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of hard for everybody else to say, you know, well, that's wrong of you, but it's like, well, Bernie asked me to, and he said it was okay, so where's everybody else stand to say that it's not okay? Just don't answer.
But did you guys wrote anything there?
I didn't
To
know. I
help
just wrote a
out?
few things.
Yeah, I wrote one.
I couldn't.
I don't know if
I
you
couldn't
saw
think
it.
of anything that would be memorable, so I just.
I wrote just one. I
I
was
just-
kind of in a hurry.
I just made a quick one. Bernie, you're nothing but a team-killing fucktard.
Oh, good one.
Too far,
Good
man.
one.
No,
Yeah,
I
too
think that's
far,
too
that's
far.
not-
Too
It's a
far,
little
you
much.
actually insulted him, bro. Cool. I bet every single person that downvoted him has a Tumblr.
Oh
Just
my
saying.
god. Is that like an anti-Tumblr statement?
Yeah,
TJ,
I
do you
think
know what you've done?
The journal was erased. I
Fuck
couldn't
that,
find it.
I don't care.
TJ, if Tumblr hears about this, I am.
I'm not
sure
on
what will
Tumblr,
happen
what
to
do
you.
I care?
I'll just say.
Tumblr is going to go to its impersonate form, like its human persona thing, and it's going to beat the fuck out of you and be all creepy about it.
And it's going to write fanfics about you, even though I'm sure
Yeah.
that's not what Tumblr actually does all the time, but I'm sure 5% of it does it.
Well then.
That
And
escalates.
also investigate your personal life.
Oh,
Nah, don't care.
Well,
Fuck Tumblr.
NSA does the same thing, right?
User in your channel timed out.
Oh, TJ timed out.
Tumblr fucking
Quick, let's talk about it.
Tumblr strikes.
Oh, that was
Bye,
Tumblr.
TJ.
They know. I was going to bring up something, but now I don't think it's good to start a new topic without TJ being here.
Oh yeah. Let's just be
User
clear on
entered
one
your
thing.
channel.
Oh, hey TJ.
Oh, that
Welcome
was weird.
Tumblr got you.
Yeah.
Damn it, Tumblr.
Well, so let's do some questions, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I'm happy. Dear
Yeah,
God,
I
Lewis,
noticed
did
we,
you want me to make you? Did you want me to make you a fucking theme just for the questions?
Please. So you will
yeah,
stop
that
doing
would-
that.
That would be an idea.
It's the same.
That would be copyright. TJ.
Absolutely fantastic.
Especially
No,
if
never
it
mind,
ends
that's-
with me saying questions.
Nah.
Have you guys heard the thing where, like, if it's an advertisement, you can use, like, up to 30 seconds of any copyrighted song without it being, like, claimed under copyright or having to pay royalties?
The problem with copyright,
That's
this
new.
is coming from a musician that's done a lot of business lessons. There are still people that will take you to court to really try to fuck you over on those things. Like, you can say you're totally in your rights to use it because you didn't go over a certain amount of time. They will still attempt to fuck you. It's not worth it.
But do they buy you some coffee first or
Nope,
later?
They don't take
How-
you out on dinner either.
How often is it the
Fuck.
artist that asks that? How often is it that it's an artist that sues somebody and not the record company?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Depends, but sometimes the artist can, but often it is the record company doing it.
Just being greedy little assholes.
I'll tell you something that was super greedy. What was the fucking story? Some dude, I think it was from Creedence, I can't remember entirely, but the main singer and I think songwriter as well went on to do a song for another band, and he sung for that one as well, and basically he got called in for apparently for infringing copyright or plagiarism or whatever, because two songs that he wrote and were in sounded identical. Or not sounded identical, but sounded too similar. And what he did in the court case was bring out his guitar and just play them, showing the judge that they were like totally different. And also explained that you cannot file plagiarism on yourself, because he was still a part of the other band, so he couldn't do it. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Lord. But yeah, I mean, it just goes to speak to our society, that our society must just be absolutely bored. Like, to come up with shit like
Let's
this.
just sue everybody for everything.
Like, I just don't have shit else to do today, so I'll just sue some people.
Hey, what are you gonna do today, Bobby? Oh, I'm gonna go to Walmart trip and sue them.
Yeah, sue.
Have fun.
Probably. Feeling a little sue happy today.
It's like somebody walks in. How are you doing today, Bobby? My arm kind of hurts. I'm gonna sue you.
Me? I
So
would
is it
love it.
true that, and now I'm trying to check a stereotype. Is it true that people in the USA sue others all the fucking time for no good reason?
I've heard stories.
That's what we've been saying.
Pretty common.
Especially if you're a doctor.
Especially
Really?
if you're a fucking doctor, that's right.
Malpractice for everything.
God, you don't even want to be. If you're a doctor, you don't even want to be accused of malpractice, because that just the stigma of having that accused against you is bad.
Well, to be fair, if every doctor is accused of malpractice, then
I wouldn't go to doctors.
Yeah,
it's like, hey,
right?
it'd be harder to find a doctor that hasn't been sued.
Well, yeah, at that point, it's the doctors who haven't been sued. You can go and
Basically,
yeah,
doctors
it'd be
that
like,
haven't
I'm
done
gonna-
any work.
I
Oh, you want
think
to find out if you have a
become
cold? $9,000. That's outrageous. Well, you can go to one of those malpractice doctors if you really want.
Oh my god. It works out for the
Your life, you're playing with fire. I don't care. I'm not sick.
Go to the malpractice doctor. Why do you have malpractice? Oh, because I gave a guy ibuprofen instead of Tamiflu. The weirder ones is when people sue doctors for malpractice when they get misdiagnosed with cancer. It's like, hey, I thought you had cancer. Now you don't. Sue you.
That happens? I would be over the moon. Like, I would be...
Well, yeah, it's probably a relief, but you also have to look at, it's probably
stress.
How many, mental stress, I'm sure, but how many months or weeks of treatment do they pay for a disease or an illness they didn't have?
Oh, yeah.
You know? I mean, radiation treatment ain't cheap, kids. just letting you know.
Yeah.
Not fucking cheap.
That makes sense. But then there are the people that are, like, terminally diagnosed, and they don't even bother with, like, treatments. And they, like, sell everything. You know, they tie up all their assets. They say goodbye to their family, come in for a checkup, and it's like, oh, you don't have cancer.
Okay. Well, that's their own damn decision for selling all their shit off when they shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like you should sue the doctor for that.
Yeah, I feel like you should just put it in your will and be like, all right, that's somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect segue for questions. Sorry.
Speaking of questions, we got a couple new ones this week.
Yeah. So let's answer some of those. This one is one of the new ones, sent by Sunny88P. And he asks, how would you describe Minecraft without using the word blocks or any synonyms like cubes?
Pixel fun.
Would that be a synonym? Pixel?
Pixel? No. It's not a block or a cube. It's not even real. It's a digital spot of light.
I'm done.
I would say it's a game where you build stuff.
Good job, Luis. It's a game.
We're
done here.
Yeah, pretty spot on. That's where I was going to go with my description.
It's a game where you can build stuff with things you collect from the game world. Yeah, that would be it.
I was waiting for him to say blocks then. I was.
It's a game where you survive, you build a house, you fight a dragon, you find diamonds, and then you try not to die.
He didn't say blocks either.
No blocks.
Jim?
There you have it, kids.
I mean,
I
guess you don't need
to tried without using the word blocks or cubes or
anything
them thereof.
You don't really need to use blocks. You know, I mean, I guess it might be misleading if you tried to describe it to a new person and they're like, "Whoa, this sounds amazing," and then they go to play and it's like they're just like, "This is Legos."
You kind of have to give them that pre-warning that it's going to look
digital
blocky,
Legos,
but trust me, it's going to be the most addicting thing in your life next to coffee. Sorry.
Yeah, just be like, it's a tiny bit blocky, just a little bit. They go in there, everything is a block.
It's retro. No, it's just blocks.
Your face is
It's retro 2009.
Oh my god. I hate people that say, oh, this is so retro. This is like from 1993. And I'm like,
God.
That's not retro in my eyes.
Yeah, that's what
retro, I think 80s, early 70s maybe. Even that, further than that is vintage.
Not the Apple world.
This one was sent by Nick Gons.
Hey.
And he asks, why is the third hand on the watch called the second hand?
It's not the second hand, it's the seconds hand.
It represents the seconds,
yeah.
But I see what he did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You're mocking my emphasis on the S there, the second S.
Yeah, calm down.
You said second.
Calm down, Tyler Free.
Wait, what the fuck? No, I'm saying I saw what he did there, as in Nick Gons. The third hand is the second hand. The pun that he tried doing that everyone's got mad at him. Okay, I'm going to leave.
I didn't get mad. It was a good pun.
Are you done?
And it's called that because of the aliens. Next question.
The goats.
The goat aliens?
Yeah. Or pancakes. One of them. This one was sent by Quirky, or as he's known on the RT site, Jamester1289. What is the best force power?
Ooh.
I think we have answered this.
I think we answered like which one would we like to have.
I thought that was superpower. If you could have a superpower.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
somebody
I don't
said
know.
the Force.
Yeah, that was Vic who said the Force.
I think for daily situations, like if you're not an actual jet and stuff, maybe Mind Trick would be the best one. It will make life so much easier.
You will go on a date with me.
Jesus.
Well, wow.
Wow.
I was thinking like, you don't need this paper for tomorrow. You know?
This is
My
not the
worry
exam
is
you're
extended
somewhere
looking
else
for.
today. I'm worried about a paper I need to deliver soon.
Yeah, I got a
literally
paper
getting,
that's due Monday.
government facilities and stuff. Be like,
I think I just like
I am authorized to get into Area 51. Yeah, he's authorized to let him in. Yeah.
You will give me an extra ice cream serving.
you just go in there and Jabba the Hutt's just sitting around.
I love how Lewis's stuff was like very
So mundane.
the little things, and TJ's was, will you go out on a date with me? Oh my god!
Wow, that makes me look
TJ the Roofies guy.
pathetic.
Wow.
The reason why I highlighted that is because that's what you guys have been doing to me today. Not every day.
Today.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I pointed
I
the
guess
finger,
roofies
backlash.
work just as well.
By
as
the way,
Jedi Mind Trick.
I'll just interrupt you guys. I regret the Roofies joke. I'm sorry. TJ, I know you don't use that kind of stuff, except when you have to put yourself to sleep. And you have
How do you
ghosts
know I
around
don't
you.
use that kind of stuff? Maybe I do.
Well then, in this case, Tumblr, you can
By the
get
way,
that at
Luis,
TJ
that water
now.
you drank earlier, you might want to throw up.
Well, if I was getting dizzy because I'm sick, but now that you say it, makes sense.
I think that's why you're getting sick.
Lewis is totally,
He's slowly poisoning me from across the world.
Lewis is totally gonna go, yo, Tumblr! Like that.
Tumblr just walks in my door with a baseball bat.
The icon.
So, last question for today, that is. This one was sent by Simon, and he asks, what is your favorite biscuit?
A bourbon.
What?
Is he asking favorite biscuit, or is that like our biscuit, a cookie?
I assume
Let's
so,
not
but
get
because
into
it's
that
from the
discussion,
UK,
like, wheat products. Let's put it that way.
I'm going for bourbon, and he knows what they are. And if he says they're not good, then I'm afraid we can no longer be friends because they're that good.
I'll go macadamia nut.
As usual, I suck at being favored sometimes, so I'd say chocolate chip
Well, then,
cookies.
Stop
And...
asking questions that are favorites.
Oh, shut up, TJ.
You're the question guy.
Well,
It's your
but
problem.
they're good. They're good
That's a
questions.
good point.
And but I think even with the chocolate chips ones, I would say my favorite one is one called Negresco, which is like Oreos but better than Oreos. And it's I think it's
No such thing.
just Brazilian, or at least like Brazil and a few other places in South America.
So
Don't
it's
think you
Brazilian
guys have it.
Oreos?
Kinda, but we have Oreos here. They recently arrived here, and they are not as good as Negresco.
Have you guys ever had Snickerdoodles?
Snickers.
Snickerdoodles, no. You know what we
They're really
once
good.
had, but we no longer have, and it pisses me off? Skittles.
Oh, I got some Skittles
Ooh,
right
Skittles
here.
are good.
Go fuck yourself.
I literally have Skittles right here, the crazy ones that are sour.
Sour
Green
Skittles? I don't
packet.
think I've had those.
Let's hear
Oh,
in my
nice.
town. No such thing as Skittles anymore.
They removed it from the
Or were they
dictionary.
banned?
They were
I don't know.
outlawed.
We once had like beef jerky, like sticks of beef jerky, and they were delicious. They are also gone. Like I don't know what the fuck happened
Skittles.
to that.
Feel
They
the
came over
rainbow.
here.
Chase the rainbow. Unless you're in Brazil.
Except in Brazil.
Just a tagline. Just like the small, tiny text, except for Brazil.
Now I have a question for
No
you
rainbows in
guys,
Brazil.
the three of you.
Ooh.
Which may seem stupid, but I don't know. I just gotta check it. Is any of you coming for the World Cup or something?
Well, I'm going to be watching every single game from England, but I won't be able to visit Brazil for this. Nah, it's too much money.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not visiting Brazil for this. I've spent too much money on cons this year as is, so I need to not run myself into bankruptcy anymore.
You little cosplayer, you.
I'm not really a soccer fan, so
TJ, get out of here.
probably not going to Brazil.
Well, I'm not big on
Get out of here,
soccer
Australia.
as well. Like, the only soccer events I follow somewhat closely are the World Cups, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to follow this one.
I'm just going to say for the World Cup, I am strongly supporting America in this one. And you may be thinking, oh, that's because, most of the people that may
tough
know
ass
me...
group.
Yeah, because most of the people that may know me on Rooster Teeth are from America, that's why I'm saying that. No, it's because... Sorry, Lewis, but it's because they've got Germany and Portugal in their group, and if USA can come second, it stops one of those two from getting through to the knockouts, which would be incredibly handy if England can get out of their group. So good luck, America. Kick some
Thanks.
Kick some ass. Beat Ghana for what they did last time.
Easily defeated afterwards.
Yeah, like if you bump into England, then stop.
I don't know if you guys have that, but here we have a saying that if you don't want to start trouble, you should avoid discussing politics, religion, and football.
We've got something similar.
Yeah, ours is just politics and religion.
Yeah.
Like, man, if you go to a bar, like one of the, not a pub, but more like a bar, and you start talking shit about something related to football, you are in for a treat. I mean, at least if you're watching the thing. If you're in the middle of that, might not be as pleasant.
It's like that over here. It depends.
It's usually funny if you were watching it, and if people don't get fucking crazy. Anyway, I think we can wrap it up. So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Tyler, thank you for showing up.
Thank you for inviting me, and thanks for everyone that listened to my stupid voice.
And, well, don't forget to send us questions, and because, questions, guys, they're good. And you can leave feedback as well. So, thank you, and we'll see you on...
Whoa.
Yes,
Audience
EJ?
question.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Who are you pulling for in the World Cup?
Yeah,
who do you think is going to win the World Cup?
Oh, I like both. Who are you pulling for and who do you think is going to win?
Wait, what was the question?
It's kind of a two-part question.
I say Poland's going to win. Does Poland have a soccer team?
Does Poland have a soccer team?
I'm rooting for the Mandalorians because Boba Fett. Anyway, thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
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 This podcast intro and outro music is provided to us by TDBTyler. You can find him on Rooster Teeth by searching for his name, TDBTyler, and looking for his group, Oh the Humanity, spelled O-H, exclamation point, THECOMMANATEE. You can also find more of his work on YouTube by searching for his channels, The Dropped Banana, all one word, and Oh the Humanity.